So there is this strange conversation online where men say they don't want to get married because they don't want to lose half of what they have in a divorce, right? Which if you choose better, you won't have to worry about that, but that's neither here nor there. And only 10% of divorce cases in this country involve alimony. And those are usually the people who are higher earning. If you are an average Andy, if you are a middle class Malcolm, and there's nothing wrong with being average, but the reality is that you will be far less likely to pay spousal support because it's like, how can they give out of what you do not have? Really, one of the strangest conversations I've ever had is one of my friends who was getting divorced. He's a much older man. And he was scared to lose half of his earnings. And it's like, you make $40,000 a year. They're not going to require you to pay anything. This is something that's not talked about, that the average person who gets divorced does not get spousal support. What will happen is that the both of you will probably be in debt because you have to pay so much money for your lawyers. But no, there's not going to be any spousal support. Do you know how many middle class and working class people I know who left a divorce in debt, not because they had to pay spousal support, but because they had to go pay their lawyers to, get through this process and all this paperwork and this stuff? You're not going to have to pay spousal support. You don't make nearly enough money for that. Also, something else. You have a lot of people who think they're middle class. They're actually working class. You may want to look up how much the middle class actually have to make. So if you're a working class person, you're definitely not going to have to pay spousal support. No need to worry about that.